Joe's Bowling Sports and Ministry Talks TV, where you bowling your sports, your ministry, your talks, your TV. Welcome in, welcome in. How's everybody doing this morning? I hope everybody is well. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Again, welcome in to Joe's Bowling Sports and Ministry Talks TV, where you get your bowling, your sports, your ministry, your talks, your TV, a bonus of some cooking, and a little bit of yarn from my lovely, lovely wife, Fairly Crochet Triple C. If you don't have her, grab her up. Again, her channel is Creatively Created Crochet Triple C. You will love her channel and everything that she has going on over there. She has membership. She had everything. She's a help. She's a big help to all communities. I would recommend grabbing her if you don't have her. Please do. You will love her channel. It has an awesome channel and has a lot to offer over there. So if you don't have her, grab her up. I don't know what you guys are waiting on. If you don't have her, again, grab her up. I'm just going to wait for a few people to come in the building, y'all. It is approximately 11:13 here, maybe. I can't see the clock at all right now. I'm just kind of estimating and guesstimating right now on what time it could possibly be, because I honestly have no clue. I truly don't have a clue. But I do know that it's fairly early here where I'm at. I just wanted to come on for a few minutes and talk to you guys a few minutes about pressure. God gave me a few scripture and a few things to write down about pressure. And so I've been trying to be obedient, trying to really be obedient in the season to listen to what God is telling me to do and when to do it. Yeah. Sorry, guys. My throat is really sore this morning for some reason. But yes. I'm going live because I want to talk about pressure a little bit. I don't know why God gave me pressure. I know why He gave me pressure because I'm experiencing pressure. You experience pressure, then God said, "Come on and talk about it." And you might as well be transparent. You experience pressure, the pressures of life, the pressures of everything. Yeah. Whoever in the building, hit the thumbs up as you come in the building, guys. Every time I come over, I got a bump on my nose. It never fails. That hurts. But yeah, every time I come on here, it never fails. But come on in, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Hit the thumbs up if you can. I would appreciate you so much. Share me out if you can. Sometimes it takes a little while for YouTube to share me out, so we're gonna wait for YouTube to share me out and get me shared out here good. Yeah. I hope you all are well today. I hope you all are feeling well. Everybody who watches the replay. Sorry, guys. Sorry. She has a trailer on her car, and it's a little loose. Come on in the room. We are 4 minutes in right now. Again, if you have the ability to share me out, I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it very much. I would appreciate it. We got 4 amazing people in the room. If you can, 6 amazing people. If you can, guys, please hit the thumbs up as you come in the room. Come on in the room, everybody. 6 people in the building. Come on in. Come on in. 4 people now. Come on in. Come on in. Come on, let's talk. Let's chat. Let's talk about pressure this morning. I know a lot of people are dealing with pressure. There's a lot of people dealing with pressure. So many that won't even admit that they're dealing with pressure. Um, but for me, I'm transparent, very transparent. I have no problem with telling my business. I used to have a problem with telling my business, but now I don't. Come on in, everybody. Hit the thumbs up if you can. I would appreciate it. Share me out if you can. And let's talk. It is very hot today. I will say that it is very, very hot today, guys. I don't want to let the windows down because it's gonna make it. Let the back window down because it's gonna make it even louder. But it was so hot. It is. It's very, very hot. I have choir rehearsal today. Um, I'm glad I gotta go to work in a little bit. Um, but mostly today, I just got choir rehearsal. Go work with my nephew for a little while. He's playing for us while our musician's out of town, so he'll be there to play for us today. So I'm gonna go there a little bit early so he can kind of play and get a feel of what's going on. I will be there today. He called and asked me yesterday would I be willing to come to the church a little early. So it will be. And then after rehearsal, I don't know what's going on yet. I haven't figured it out. Um, yeah, I don't know. I can't say. See what my wife is doing. I don't know. And I'm probably call her in the meantime and see what's up as I'm riding and all that good stuff. It gets boring, y'all. It does. Even though you meet people, it can get very boring. Like when you ride down the street and you just kind of like by yourself and you just like talking, listen to music, going to the next person. Sometimes it's like 25-minute ride to get to the next person, and it could be kind of boring. Yeah, it is so hot already. I'm sorry, y'all. I have to let down this back window. Maybe that'll help a little bit. I don't want to run the air while I'm sitting here. I don't. Come on in. Everybody who hit the thumbs up who can. It's 4 people in the room. I don't see nobody saying nothing. Nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's hitting the thumbs up. Maybe that's on my end. This phone is very poor. Let me see if I'm on the right. I'm on Wi-Fi. Oh, I am on Wi-Fi. Hold on. Let me see something. Okay. Hold on. I had to fix the Wi-Fi. That's what was wrong. So now we got, is it a better connection? Anybody in here talking to me? It's a better connection. I see we got 1 thumbs up. We got 3 in the building. We got 1 thumbs up. Anybody? Can anybody talk to me and tell me if we have a better connection? Anybody? Somebody say we got a better connection. Because I think we had a bad connection for a second. Is it better? I had to leave out and turn back in, turn on the mobile hotspot. I mean, the mobile internet. Sorry, guys. I got a small. My throat is a little sore. I didn't realize it. I couldn't see nobody's comments. I hope I can see people's comments now. Can anybody say they can see me? Anybody? I only got a small coffee this morning because I've been wasting coffee. So it's pointless in buying coffee and wasting it. It's pointless. So So I am feeling good this morning. I didn't have the best sleep. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have really great sleep, but I am feeling well this morning because God woke me up this morning. So I am feeling well. Uh, if I'm talking too low, let me know because my throat, like I said, my throat is a little sore. For some reason, I don't know why. My tonsils are swollen. I can feel it. I hate when they like that. But hopefully, as the day goes on, they'll go down with the heat being out here. Usually, they'll go down with the heat being out. Um, yeah. But I'm gonna get into this thing anyways. There's two people in the building, one person watching. I don't know if you're able to share out, but let's get into this thing. So God showed me pressure. I don't know why he showed me pressure this morning. I was getting ready to leave out the door. I was talking to my wife. I told her goodbye. I love you, babe. But he began to show me pressure. He began to show me a lot of people, including myself, is under a lot of pressure. They're under a lot of stress. But what they're doing is they're not turning to God. They speaking out of their mouth that they turn to God. They praying, they prophesying, they preaching, they to the words that's coming out of their own mouth. So the enemy is applying pressure. We are allowing the enemy to seep in and apply pressure. We constantly allow the enemy to seep in and apply his pressure to us. It gets so bad we even get to seeing things that's not even true. The enemy start putting things in our head, start making us think things, start messing with our minds. That's how the enemy does. If we see just a little bit of little loophole to get in, he's gonna come in and try to take over all the space. He applies his pressure. So reason why I guess God gave me this, he gave me something. He said, pressure bust pipes. What make you think you won't bust? If pressure will break through steel pipes, what makes you think that you won't bust? If you allow the enemy to come into your space, allow the enemy to mess up with your mind, what makes you think you won't bust? If pressure can bust pipes, think about that. I need y'all to think about that really, really deep here. If pressure can bust pipes, who do you think you are? You ain't made of steel. You ain't even made of plastic. What thinks you won't bust? What makes you think you won't bust? See, the thing is about this thing is, when we serving God the right way, we won't bust. When we doing things of God the right way with the right heart, we won't bust. We won't. When you're doing things with no motive, you won't bust. See, a lot of us is dealing with a lot of past hurt, dealing with stuff that what we thought was what we thought, and it ain't what we thought. So now we carrying stuff. We carrying on stuff, and what we doing is we lashing on other people who really truly care about us, who truly loves us. We bursting. We're allowing the pressures of life to make us burst because we carrying on all this stuff from the past. We gotta stop carrying this stuff from the past into the current. And know that when you got somebody who's down for you, they down for you 100%. You gotta know that. Because I promise you can't carry that pressure by yourself. You can't carry it by yourself. Yeah, I want to read a couple of these Bible verses to you that I have wrote down, because God say, give them some scripture this morning. Don't just talk to them, give them some scripture. It says, when the cares of my heart are many. That's the song. He writes the psalmist in Psalms 94:19. Rest assured, this life is filled with pressure and difficult and loss. Jesus said, in the world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome this world. And that's John 16:33. See, that's the thing is, we're gonna face pressures. We're gonna face difficult times. We're going to. But God letting you know, as long as you put it in my hands, we're gonna overcome this thing together. We're gonna do this thing together. We're gonna overcome this. But you gotta put it in my hands. You can't keep it in your hands and think you're gonna overcome this. You're not going to overcome this by yourself. You're not going to do it. I learned that the hard way, trying to do things on my own, trying to make things work on my own. No, not at all. We got to get in our mind and know when something yeah. The pressures of life can really, really hurt us, can really hinder us, can really, really block us from our blessings. Our blessings be right there in front of us, but we see things our way, and that's it. We don't see, we can't put in our minds and see the big picture. We can't see that. Is you know, I've learned over years that by God showing me a lot, I've learned that over the years, life can be very hard, for one. But I've learned to listen to other people as well. I've learned to listen to other people, but when I see certain things, I see it as well. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I want y'all to understand that we got to give it all to God. We can't allow the enemy to come in our space and mess with our minds, mess with our hearts, mess with our spirits. Remember Isaiah 41:10, God said, fear not. He says, fear not. That means no fear. He ain't said a little bit of fear. He said, fear not. For I am with you. I'm walking with you every step of the way. I'm going to be by your side every step of the way. He didn't say your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your uncle, your wife, none of that. He said, fear not, for I'm with you. Yeah, another thing we gotta stop doing is getting in our own way. We get in our own way and we want what we want just because our own selfish mind wants it. Our own selfish mind say, "Ooh, I don't want that. I'm gonna play this role. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do that." We gotta get out of our own way and allow. If God wants something to happen, you gotta let it happen. You got to let it happen. Yeah, and we gotta stop being so selfish. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me this morning. Selfishness is at an all-time high. It's at an all-time high. God, I don't want hurt to make me selfish. I don't want hurt to make me bitter. I don't want hurt to make me feel some type of way. I want to be free in the mind. I want to be clear in the mind. I want to be able to do God's will. That's why I'm so quick not to hold grudges, because I can't. God didn't build me to hold no grudges. He built me to see what I'm going to see, get in, stir it up, and get it out the way. He didn't build me to hold no grudges. I can't sit around holding grudges to people. I just can't. I can't. What I do is I leave out. What I do is I will not cut you off. I'm going to always love you. But certain things you do, if you do a lot to me, I can't have you in my space no more. But other than not loving you and not all that, I cannot be sitting around holding no grudges to nobody. I can't. Because what that do is that grudge turned into something else. And then you start holding grudges towards the people that's around everybody. You start holding grudges to people who actually around you. You do. You start looking at things that the enemy see that you bound. So what he do is he said, okay, well, since they bound in that situation, let me get in. Since they easily manipulate it, let me get in and manipulate them in another way. Let me manipulate them toward their husbands. Let me manipulate them towards their wives. Let me manipulate them toward their kids. Let me manipulate them towards their friends. Let me manipulate them. Let me find something to get in their head and tell them something about this person so they can feel the type of way. I was in that place. I know I'm speaking from my point of view. I'm speaking from my point of view. I ain't speaking from nobody else's situations. I'm speaking from me. How the enemy can manipulate your mind and just tell you, well, this is that, and this is that, and this is this going on, and that is going on. No. Mm-mm. That ain't even what you see. Remember, this is the thing about it, though. God gonna show you certain things. And he gonna show you certain things, but when he show it to you, it's gonna have to make sense. It's gonna have to make sense. God's not gonna show you nothing that's gonna be that don't make sense. He not. He's not gonna show you no mess that don't make sense. No stuff just to satisfy your flesh. See, the thing is, the enemy gonna show you stuff to satisfy you. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know who was calling, but somebody would call back. Somebody called. I don't know. It came up real quick and went off. The enemy gonna show you stuff to say. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Blessings to you. The enemy gonna show you stuff to satisfy you. To say, oh, this is what's going on. I knew it. I knew this was what was going on. And he's gonna try to show you that and show you this and make you feel some type of way, because that's the place that you in. But we gotta get in a place where we know what we know, because God knows. God done told you what he knows, what you should know. We can't let the enemy come in and help us satisfy what we want to think. See, when we in a place and we get so bottled up because of things that's to happen around us, we can allow the enemy come in and mess with our heads, mess with our brains, and manipulate our minds. And we can't do that in this season. I don't want the enemy manipulating my mind. I don't want the enemy trying to tell me nothing. See, the thing is with me is I'm quick to give you chances. I'll give you many and many chances. I'll show you. I'll even have. It'll be even signs there. I will give you a million chances. I will. I will. That's just me. I'm just that type of person. But the thing is, when God keep on coming back and he keep on showing his face to you and keep showing, look, this and this and that and other, everything is failing around you. When everything is failing around you because of a certain situation and you're not elevating, you're not moving up, you're not doing nothing for yourself is getting done, that's not of God. That's not of God at all. But if you're steady elevating, you're not in lack. Everything that's going on is working out for your good. See, the thing is about the situation, God is not going to bless nothing. God is not going to bless nothing. He's not going to bless you when you're doing wrong. He's not going to bless you when you're doing something in the wrong situation. He's not going to put his blessing on it. He's not going to allow things to work out when you're doing something wrong. He's not. He's not. He's not going to allow you to prosper in a situation if it's something going wrong in the situation. You're not. He's not. Not one bit. See, God ain't gonna ever cause us to go in lack for nothing. But what he will do is he will cause you to go in lack when you're not doing the right things, when you're not serving him the right way, when you're not giving the right way, when you're not doing what you should be doing the right way. When you have to accept pennies, listen to me good. When you have to accept pennies for pouring out everything, that's not being blessed at all. You have to accept pennies for pouring out your life, that's not being blessed. But when you're doing right for God and you're able just to go in and just be you, he gonna bless you. He gonna give you everything. He gonna give you everything you ever asked for. I always use me and my wife because me and my wife is one. So I can use us. But me and my wife serve God wholeheartedly. Serves God wholeheartedly. And there was a season that we didn't. There was a season that we didn't. I messed up in my life. My wife messed up in her life. But when we came to God and we gave everything to God, we put everything in his hands and allowed him to work, he started blessing us. He started blessing us in every aspect of our life and every way of our life. He started blessing. He started to bless us. With the changes that's been made here lately, the enemy is after me and my wife like crazy. I'm a transparent guy. I'm so transparent. He's after us. He's chasing us down like a hawk. But the thing is, he's not winning because we know we serve a God that won't never leave us nor forsake us. Remember, the word says, fear not, for I am with you. See, we know that he's with us. But right now, he's chasing us down. He's chasing us down He hungry. Telling you. When I can tell you he's hungry and he's chasing after us, he's after us. Because God got some big things in store for us. And so what he's trying to do is he's trying to get in there. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. The hamburger fund. All right. Thank you so much. You super chat more. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Yes. So what he does is he's chasing us down, hunting us down, trying to stop us from reaching our destinies. God has big things in store for us. Very big things in store for us. But we just got to prepare our minds and prepare our hearts to serve God. Keep our minds and our hearts, not prepare. Keep our minds and our hearts in the right space to serve God and do what he says do. And know that what we are doing is right. God knows. God knows. He knows. Trust me, he knows. So I got in a predicament. Y'all know last weekend was me and my wife's anniversary. And we wanted to go do something. Of course, y'all, we haven't never had an anniversary. We never celebrated an anniversary in years. Because something has always come up. Again, something came up. Again, something came up. So we decided, let's wait. Let's put our money to the side and save for our anniversary. Hey, Jolene, I love you. How are you doing? We decided to put our money to the side and wait. So that we can do something together, because we never get to do anything together. Well, the enemy was so crafty. He came right on in, and that money needed to be used for something else. For some reason, the enemy is chasing us down. He won't allow us to be able to have a vacation or be able to go somewhere and do something with each other. I have no clue why. I don't know why. But I know at this point, I'm giving it to God 100%. We did get to go to dinner, but we always go to dinner. That's not anniversary. Like, I want to be able to do something for us. I truly, truly do. I'm not discouraged. I was discouraged. I was very discouraged the other day. I was very, very discouraged. I was really hurt. But I didn't show it because I got to be strong for my family. I really desired to have some time with my wife. Desired so much. There's this cabin that we want to go to so bad. I would like to go to it real soon. But I need y'all who truly touch and agree with us. I need y'all who truly pray with us, to truly pray with us in this area, because I don't know why, but I just feel like the enemy is really attacking us in that area. He won't let us get away from what's going on so that we can get closer. We already have a really close bond. We always had a close bond. But in this season, we need to be closer. Closer. We got a really, really close bond. but we need to be really, 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 really close in the season. Marriage, if you're in a marriage, get really, 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 I don't know why I just heard the Holy Spirit say that, but get really, 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 really close to your spouse. In this season, the enemy is trying to attack marriages. He's trying to do all he can to attack marriages. And I just desire so much. I know God gonna bless it. I know it's all his timing. I'm not worried. I'm not trying to get weary. But I'm just asking everybody who loves me and my wife to pray for us. We do have money. We are, making sure our bills is paid and everything. But we do desire to have some time together. We truly do. We do desire to have where we're able to go anywhere without the enemy coming in and snatching it for some nonsense. We are going to start back saving again this week. We had a little something saved up. We had stuff saved up. I don't know who that is, but thank you for the super chat anyways. I don't know who you are. Ain't no dry begging here. Nobody's asking for anything. I said prayer. I wouldn't ask you two for a dime. If you know what I've been through, not at all. Not one bit. I don't want nobody to give me nothing. But thank you for the super chat though, buddy. Whoever you are, you ain't deterring me from nothing. Whoever you are. See how crafty the enemy can be, y'all. Y'all see how crafty the enemy can be? He can be very, very crafty. Want to be seen. Want to get his face out there. Like, it's really bad. It's really, really bad. Really, really bad. Yes, I desire to have that time with my wife. I do. Jolene, how you doing today? I'm just excited about life. But I have no fear because I know God is with me. Today we was talking about pressures. He said so hard. I understand, y'all. I feel the same way. I feel like the enemy's always getting me left, right, and center. Prayers for you guys always. You already know, Jolene. We praying for you as well. You know how it is. The enemy can be very crafty, and he comes in trying to shift you from being who you are. You know, he try to shift you away from being who you are. In God, I've been tested on so many levels lately, like every way possible. But I'm really determined in the season not to let the enemy take me out of my character. I am. I'm so determined to not to let the enemy take me out of me from being me. I want to be a different me in this season. Like I do. I truly do. I want to be better than what I used to be. I let the enemy take me out from a season. I did. I let the enemy take me away from being me for a season. For a season, I was not Joe. I had to get away from that. Like the cussing. I got back to cussing. I gave this testimony last week. I got back to cussing people out. I hadn't cussed in 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. 5 years and some months. It's either 4 years and some months or 5 years and some months. What year is this? It was 2017. Early 2017. Like January of 2017. Or was it 2016? In the winter. I believe it was early 2017 around Christmas time. I remember me and my wife sitting around, was like, we was talking about it, and I was like, well, I don't want the kids around me to hear me cussing that we mentor. I had stopped mentoring. I had stopped mentoring right after that. I stopped mentoring for a long time after that. I was just staying at home, being on YouTube all the time. Like YouTube was like 24/7 for me, and I had stopped totally mentoring. Good morning, bro. C Does. How you doing? I had stopped mentoring. I can't remember what year that was, y'all. It was either late 16 or early 17. I remember sitting around, me and my wife was like, every time we cuss, we're going to put change in a jar. And I remember thinking to myself, ooh, that jar going to be filled up. I remember us laughing about it. We was like, man, there's going to be so much money in that jar. We ain't even going to be able to count. As much as I could have, ooh, we. And I remember looking at it at the end of the week, and it was like barely anything in there. And I was like, wow. This is crazy. I remember the first couple weeks, the first 3 weeks between the both of us, it might have been $3 in there. And we had to put a quarter in there every time we said a cuss word. And it was literally like $3 in there after the first week. And then, after the first 3 weeks. And then after like 3 months, it was like $4 in there after 3 months, literally. So we just like shut it down like it was barely any cuss words ever said. And then after that, it just became a natural thing. Praying, giving God glory, praying. Good morning, nephew. I love you. How you doing? Amen. I'm trying to improve myself too. I'm not better than anyone when I start doing me. People want to say I'm thinking I'm better than them, but I'm not. That's the same way, Jolene. That's what people gonna do. People gonna try to say that you think you're better than them because you're trying to do better for yourself. That's always what people do. That's just always gonna be people. They never ever gonna give you credit for nothing. They always gonna try to say you better than them, or you trying to do this, or you doing this. It's gonna always be something. It's gonna always be something with people. That's one thing about it. And when they're not. That's the thing, when they, especially if they doing wrong in their life, or if they done wrong in their life, they want to always put on you what they done. Oh, well, you doing this too, and you doing, that's not even how I roll. If I'm gonna tell you not to do something, what makes you think I'm gonna do it? That's the thing about me. I don't know how anybody else roll, but if I'm gonna tell you not to do something, what makes you think I'm gonna sit around and do it? That makes zero sense to me. That's just like telling somebody, I don't eat this and that and other, but I recommend that you eat it. No, it don't work that way. I am blessed, very much so, nephew. I'm blessed. You said, Lord, I could take all of us on a vacation if I had a swear jar. Jolene, I'm telling you, I was so bad. Man, I was terrible. Jolene, I was so bad. Ooh, me and my wife both, every word that came out of our mouth. But I didn't want my kids to do that. And I also didn't want the youth that I mentored to have to do that either. Like, I didn't want to. I wanted to be able to not preach, but mentor and say, this ain't godly, this ain't how it should be, without it being a lie. That was my thing. Even at the time, I wasn't mentoring at the time. That was running through my head. But yeah, you know what, man? It's so crazy, y'all. Like on Father's Day, I had one. I had five young men that I helped mentor growing up message me and tell me Happy Father's Day, which I thought was such an awesome thing. Like for them to remember me. What's going on, Tribulation kids? What's going on, bro? How you doing? Like they showed up and was like, man, Happy Father's Day, bro. Like, man, you impacted my life. Like you was an impact on my life. Like that right there, man, that was huge. That was huge for me, like for real. Cause I know my kids gonna show up for me. I know my wife gonna show out and show for me. I know what my household gonna do. I know that. They love me. Cause I pour into my house. I pour into my house like crazy. So I know they're gonna show up for me. I know they are. But when you got some almost 30-year-old men, well, one of them is 30, I'm 37, and you say, and they pour out and say, big bro, if it wasn't for you, man, my dad wasn't there. If it wasn't for you, then I wouldn't have made it through school. If it wasn't for you, you know the feeling that you get. Man, not saying that it ain't a great feeling coming from your own home, but when you get it from the outside, you know the feeling that you get. Like when you could be an impact on somebody's life and show them the road and show them what's right from wrong and what they should do and how they should roll. Like I was these young men's friend. I was these young men's older friend, older brother to look up. When they got in trouble, I was there to jump in and be like, nope. When they was about to get ready to fight, when they was getting ready about to run away, when they was getting ready about to go and do stupid stuff, I was there to be able to say, no, don't do that. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? Blessings to you. I was there to be able to do that. So that's a great feeling. Like, that's a great feeling for you. I already know it's going to come from my house. I already know I'm going to get that because they love me. They show me that love, and I'm going to make sure my kids and my wife, I'm going to stop saying my kids and my wife. My wife, I'm saying kids and wife because it's Father's Day. It was Father's Day. But my wife and my kids is always going to be number one. That's first and foremost. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that around me. They are number one. They get number one. It is what it is. I pour 100%. But again, when you can get somebody from the outside to say, man, if it wasn't for this dude, I don't know where I would be. I don't know what would have happened to me if it wasn't for this dude. Man, this dude just really showed me love. With no motivations, no nothing. He said, Giovanni's starting to spend time with his father. His father is trying, so I'm hoping it works out. Yes, I hope it works out too. I truly hope it works out too, because every kid needs a father figure in their life. Everybody do. Whether he get it from his dad or whatever, if it ain't from uncles or mentors or something, every kid needs some type of father figure in their life. Somebody that's going to be there to tell them, no, don't do that. This is right. This is wrong. Every kid has to have that. Every kid does. To show up and get mad and all that, they need that because they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. It's okay. Moms are great. Moms are amazing. I have an amazing wife. And of course, she gonna pour everything she know into our sons, into our daughter. But a lot of times they gotta have a man there too. They gotta have a man there to be like, this is what should happen. This is what should go down. They gotta have that. They have to have that. Like, it's needed in today's society. That's why I tell all these fathers who just going out here making these babies, don't go out here keep making all these babies if you're not going to be there for your child. Don't do that, because your child needs you, especially in today's world. Today's world is tougher now than it was when I was coming up as a kid. It's a lot tougher. So these kids need their dads. My kids got dads inside the house. They used to saying, Dad, let's do this. Dad, I need you. Dad, 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 dad. They used to that. That's nothing for them. My baby son looks at me and he like, I'm his idol. You could see it like light up in his eyes. Like you could just see it. You could see the fact that I'm his idol, how it lights up. Like, oh my God, that's my dad. Like, I got somebody I can look up to. I'm not bragging. I'm blessed. My oldest son, you can look like he like dad. I can call on my dad. That's what he told me yesterday. So I can call on my dad. Like, it's my dad. Like, my daughter, she can come to me for daddy advice when she going through with boys. Like, she got that. The kids I mentor, I got two of them named James. They can come to me if they need some advice. Big Joe, even about girls. They be going through. They need that advice. They need something. One named Tyshawn. He the same way. When he going through about girls, or when he going through something going on at home, instead of running away, now he got an outlet to be like, let me talk to somebody. People need that. They need that in their life. I'm telling you. And as a male, if there's kids out here that's doing that, don't be afraid and don't hold back. If you got a little bit of time to spare, if you got some time to give, do it. Let me see what Tribulation Kid said. He said, I grew up without a dad, a real one, had 4 stepdads, but they never treated me like their own. I believe that's why I latched on to the Lord, because he's never, ever let me down. That's all. My kids doesn't have a relationship with their father. I was always mom and dad. I was the one who walked them down wow. It's so true. They don't always want to come to their grandparents when they're going through things. Some things are embarrassing for them to talk to us about. It is true. That is so true. That is very, very true. That is very, very true. Even with my son, I really try to, make him feel like he can talk to me about anything. I do. I try to make him feel like, hey, look, you can talk to dad about anything, and it's gonna be, I ain't gonna run and tell mom about if you dealing with some situation with a girl. I'm not about to do that. I ain't, because some things ain't meant to be told like that. Of course, I'm not gonna hold nothing back that's crazy or nothing, but everything ain't meant to be ran back and told mom and make them and embarrass them. It ain't, because a lot of things that boys go through, it just ain't. It ain't like that. It just don't need to be like that. Y'all, I am so blessed to be able to be in that predicament. I am. Of course, my number one is my household. My number one is my household. But to be able to lend myself and be able to help somebody else, yes. Do I love it? Yes. Is that what God told me to do? Yes. That's what he put me on this earth to do. I've been doing this my whole entire life. I've been helping somebody my entire life. My entire life, I've been a help to somebody. I have this. I'm not bragging about it. I'm blessed. I'm blessed, bro. I promise you. If y'all see a kid that needs y'all help, jump in there. Jump in there. I promise you're going to be blessed. You're going to be blessed, blessed, blessed. I'm telling you, blessed. Blessed. What's going on, Laura? How you doing? I'm doing great. How you doing? He said, so true. They don't always want. Okay, yeah, I read that part. Yes. Yeah, amen. Yes. So I'm in a place now, y'all, where I'm happy and I'm excited about life. And I'm in a place like this. Like I was talking about before y'all came in, I was talking about pressure. And how pressure, if you know that pressure can bust pipes, what do you think it will do to you? So that's why we got to put everything in God's hands. When we're going through, we can't just say everything that come out of our mouth. He said, I raised 6 girls on top of 4 by myself, and I feel blessed. That is amazing. That is amazing. And know that just because one thing we got to understand is we always got to put it in God's hands. But just know one thing, that you gonna know that you got to feel some of that pressure. Know that some of that pressure has to be felt. But just know one thing you need to know, that you're not going through that pressure by yourself. That's the thing, because the reason why you got to feel that pressure, because remember what pressure does, it produces diamonds. Pressure produces diamonds. So it's going to produce something pretty, even though it feels bad, even though it hurts, even though you feel like you've been stabbed, even though you feel like it ain't what you want, life ain't what you want, life don't look like it should be. My health ain't good. I ain't eating like I want to. I ain't got as much money as I want to have. Things ain't like it should be. But no, that when you're under pressure like that, it's going to produce a diamond. Remember, a diamond is pretty. It's worth a lot. It's worth a lot. Know your worth. Know who you are in God. Know your worth. This is producing season. This is production season. Know your worth. We got to understand that we was built to handle this pressure. God built us to last. He built us to handle this pressure. But reason why the thing is though, we got to understand that we don't have to go through this thing alone. We're not going through this thing by ourselves. See, some of us think when we say, oh, well, we was built to handle this. We was built to this pressure. We be trying to do it all on our own. We be trying to do everything by ourselves, not knowing that God meant, yeah, you were built to handle it because I'm with you. The word says, fear not, for I'm with you. That's what you got to understand, and I'm with you. That's the reason why you can't fold. You won't fold. That's the reason why you will live and not die. That's the reason why you're not doing any of this on your own. You're not doing any of this of your own at all. None of this is being done on your own. You're doing this because I'm walking with you. I'm talking with you. I'm leading. I'm guiding you. That's why he said you are built to handle pressure. You didn't build yourself. You didn't make yourself. You ain't your own daddy. Yeah, I'm going to read something to you. He said, God doesn't make mistakes. Everyone born into the time was so on purpose. Your light in the dark, purpose to endure and shine. That's it right there. That's the truth. Yeah, listen to this, what I wrote, what he gave me. He said, you're built to handle the pressure that comes with your calling. You hear that? You're built to handle the pressure that comes with your calling, but you can't constantly say whatever and think that God don't hear you. You can't constantly say whatever that comes out of your mouth and think that God don't hear you. That's the thing. Sometimes we can get in a place we like, well, I'm doing this and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. God hear you. God hear you. And so what he said, since you're doing it, let me show you for a season that you're doing it then. Let me show you what your life will be like since you're doing it. Let me show you right quick. Let me show you how your life gonna go since you're doing it. Let me move out the way. I ain't gonna leave you, but I'm gonna be right. I'm gonna be standoffish a little bit. I'm gonna stand over in the corner. I'm gonna let you handle it, since you said you the one doing it this season. We all have callings on our lives. We all called to do something. And God has built us all to be able to handle it. He's built us all to be able to handle it. But what happens is we start trying to handle it on our own, and the pressures of life make us fold, make us bust, make us give up, make us stop. The pressures of life does all these things to us. We can't say whatever we want out of our mouth and think that the enemy don't hear us. Remember, I just said a few minutes we can't say whatever our mouth and think that God don't hear us. We can't say out of our everything out of our mouth and think the enemy don't hear us as well. Because this is the thing about the enemy. We say these things out of our mouth, and what he does, he takes it and run with it. Okay, well, they feel like they doing this on their own. So let me jump in right now, since they feel like they doing this on their own. And I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna make it seem like they're doing this on their own even more. That's what he does. He'll make you see something that ain't even there. That's how crafty the enemy is. He will make you see something that ain't even there. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me personally. God, all I can say is thank you, God, for everything that you're doing in my life, everything you're doing in my family's life. You said every hard time, every situation has been there to build you up, to help others and embrace it. Your purpose and predestined for great things through the Lord. Yes. Take captive every thought. Can it down and make it obedient to Christ. And Jolene said, we're all walking in our own shoes. I can't walk a mile in your shoes and you can't walk a mile in mine. That's it right there, Jolene. Y'all knowing that. That's it. I don't know your story. I can't walk in your story. Your story ain't for me. Your story is built for you only. Cast not. You all right? Hallelujah. Yes. Yes, y'all. Remember tonight, y'all, is Watch It Wednesday over at my wife's house. Tonight is Watch It Wednesday. So please, if you have videos out, y'all, please get your videos over to my wife's channel, Watch It Wednesday at Credit Crochet Triple C. It is Watch It Wednesday. Bring your videos so we can watch what you have going on your channel. Bring your videos 10 minutes or less, and we can watch what you have going on your channel. If you have a live stream, we will watch 10 minutes of it, which is going to be, she's going to post it's going to be a post on her community tab today at about 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be about 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, and it's going to be on her community tab. You can go and drop the link to the video that you want watched on there today. He said, oh, shoot, it was your wife. Yes, it was. Yes, Frank, that's who it was. Tribulation Kids, yes, it was. That's who won last night. Yes, it was. Very much so. Yeah, she went on up in there and won them shoes last night. She sure did. Very proud of her. She deserved it all. She deserved it all. She deserved it all. She deserved it all. Yeah. But I love y'all. And I thank y'all for coming in. I just wanted to come on in for a minute and talk to you guys for a few minutes. Again, y'all, don't forget about y'all videos tonight. That's Creatively Crochet Triple C, 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are a member, please, 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 please. I'm sure it's everywhere prices have gone up. Food so much is outrageous, yes. You too, Frank. You have a blessed day as well. Y'all come on in, come on over here and drop your videos. Join our membership if you haven't. So you can get your videos watched. It really helps out. It really helps get your channel numbers up. But I love y'all. And y'all have a blessed day. I love y'all so much. See y'all later on. Bye, everybody. Love y'all.